Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to My Twisted Life TV. I am Poetry. You are here for another recap and review of Ready to Love, Season 2, Episode 3. Let the sparks fly. Okay? It is group date week, a concept that I didn't have any clear understanding of. Like, who goes on group dates? Like, there aren't designated couples already in place. I mean, I single out a person here and say, hey, come spend some time with me. Who started this mess? Because I don't know a single black person who was down for this type of date. Excuse me, ma'am. Can we go out? Yeah, I'm going to bring about 4 other women who I'm interested in. And you may or may not get some private time with me on this date. It's cool. It's cool with you? All right. Who does that? When do we start doing group dates like that? Okay. Anyway, we start off with brunch. Everybody is there. It's the day after, the elimination of the last peoples. And Angie say this is where we supposed to get to see who we are into and then get asked out on real dates. So it was a nice little spread, y'all. That was a nice spread. I got hungry looking at it. I'm hungry now. But it looked like Mario was pushing up on Miss Tandy. I see people was already breaking off into the little groups early on. Well, both of them said they weren't seeing it for each other in the beginning. They really hadn't looked at each other, but now they both looking at each other with new eyes. They realized they got some chemistry. I was like, okay, wasn't expecting that. Carrie and Reva, they vibing. I didn't see that coming. Although his body language did not read interest to me. But he claims it did. Like, he is a salesman, that good line. So, he know how to put on a stone face when he really, feeling something else. So maybe that's what it was. But she said that the 3 things that relaxed her is guns, God, and getting her coochie together. You know what I'm saying? Those were her stress relievers. And it was clear to me he was trying not to show a shocked face. Hell, it shocked me. It shocked me, especially when she got to the masturbation part. But I totally agree, girl. That is a stress motherfucking reliever. Okay? You feeling stressed in your date, master motherfucking babe. I'm just saying. Sisters, don't be ashamed to touch yourself. We touched the tatas last week. We could touch the coochie this week. I'm just saying. Daily, if you know what I'm saying. Anywho, London. I think I called him Jordan last week or something like that. I don't remember. But London, he started off... and tell Divine that he was going to focus on her. But then we see him with Alexis, and she wearing his old ugly ass hat. That was an ugly hat. He had on an ugly ass hat. Terrell had on an ugly ass hat. And his beard was more drawn in today. Last week he had a little dip. This week he got the straight line go again. You know what I'm saying? When they came to the mix a little later on that evening or the next day, he had the little dip again. I got to pay attention to his face. Pay attention. His beard, like I say, was a little bit more drawn in today. It's hard for me not to notice. Alexis looked a little weather-beaten and tired today. She looked weather-beaten and tired. Somebody said that she was absolutely stunning. She is beautiful, I agree. Stunning. I don't see it. She looked like just a regular old specular girl. Just I'm saying, just okay, but let me get off that again. But she looked like she was weather-beaten, that she had a hard time. And she showed up late. She said she had shit to do. I was saying it looked like she had shit to do that wouldn't get done. That's the way she looked. Michael, he slid himself in her real quick, like, while she was talking to London. He's only interested in Alexis and Divine at this point, is what he's saying. Everybody want them to. And somebody mentioned in the comment section last week that they think Divine and Alexis gonna go at it. I hope that they don't really go at it. But I see that not only do they have the same taste in men, all the same men seem to like both of them, with the exception of Jimmy. But London is like, okay, so what you doing, bro? Just saying it to Michael. He's like, I'm interrupted. Let me slide on in here real quick. But Alexis and I was over Michael real quick. He is such a cornball. He came with the corniest of lines. Shit, every time she sighed, like, oh, I did too. Every single time, like, he's still here. Why, sir? Why are you in my presence? Like, no, get away, get away. Yeah, Michael was really getting on my nerves. Go ship some shit. Go ship your ass somewhere over in your FedEx truck. Go ship on. Now, Nina, she said she's from St. Louis too. I don't remember her saying that. But hey, girl, hey, you know what I'm saying? So her and Angie are both from my hometown. You know what I'm saying? I hate your hair, girl. I hate your hair. But I'm glad that you have decided to open up and give into the process. I like that this episode that when Brent talked to you, he seemed to have your attention. He may not be vibing with shit you saying, but he still look like he is engaged in the conversation. They got on her relationship about with her child's father. They got onto that, and they kind of hit a sore spot for her. Next thing we know, her face is covered in tears. I was like, Nina, baby girl, you're not ready to be on this show, honey. You still have not healed from whatever that relationship was. And is he the same one who turned out to be the gay lover? Is this the same dude? Like, anyway, Brent said he appreciates her vulnerability, especially coming from a single parent household himself. I was like, no, something ain't right with Nina. She always motherfucking crying. She remind me of Dorsey on 90 Day Fiance. Every time you say the word boo, motherfucker crying. What you crying for? What you crying for? All the damn time. You're supposed to be out here dating and mixing and mingling, and you break it out in tears. Everybody feel like they need to save you. Everybody feel like they need to save you. Even Tanya said at the end, I feel like I need to be there for her. This ain't therapy. This is not therapy. So anyway, Terrell and Divine, they chat a little bit. He thinks he got a real connection with her. I told y'all Terrell is delusional. I told y'all that in the beginning. Because remember, he said he was the one that was like hard. He the one that was the bad boy. And I'm like, these dudes don't pay no attention to body language. Divine's whole stance was saying, get out my face with this mess, man. Get out my face. She was clearly looking around the room for her escape. It was clear. Terrell, like I said, he said he was the bad boy. I still don't see that yet. I don't. I just don't. When he goes on to tell her, you know, how she naturally draws people in her, especially with her twins behind her. What the fuck are you talking about? You talking about my booty? You talking about my booty? Yeah, I said it. Me and her at the same time said, oh, hell no. No. Terrell, bottom of my list. Bottom of my list. Now, Brent was over there trying to get to know Angie. And Aisha slid on in, y'all, like, let me go get a sip of this Hennessy. I ain't had a drink with him all night. So she says, you know, hey, Brent, I ain't talked to you all day. You know, how did you enjoy yesterday? Angie answers like it was a bit overwhelming. Girl, she wasn't talking to you. She was not talking to you. But Aisha said, I got you. Let me go ahead and step my game in and make sure she knows that this is about him and not about her. And she slipped right on in there and said, hey, you going on any dates? Well, I'm going to ask you to go on one with me. He was like, well, oh, shit. Okay, then. Okay. Remove Angie from the conversation altogether. I was like, Angie must be from St. Louis County. Like, most places call shit the suburbs, right? We got St. Louis County, St. Louis City. The city is like the heart of it. It's the city. You know, if you ever been there, you know. She must be from the county on the outskirts, you know what I'm saying? Where it ain't the roughest of life. It's still a little rough, but it ain't the roughest of life. Because a city chick, a city chick would not have let Aisha slide through the way that she did. I'm all here for not fighting for a dude's attention, but that was cold as fuck, Aisha. Cold as fuck. It won you some brownie points, though. It won you some brownie points because dudes looking at you like she going after for what she want. Like, Angie took it like, I'm not down for this style of competition. I prefer to let a man chase me. You know, you go ahead, girl, do what you got to do, she said to Aisha. I'm not about to fight for no man's attention. But it wasn't necessarily a fight for his attention. It was at least letting him know that you are interested, okay? But Darren, he was just chilling in the background. I tripped off that. I couldn't tell if he was part of that conversation or not. But Aisha like, shit, you snooze, you lose. The only thing that I tripped off with that whole interaction though, Brent was on his cell phone the whole time he was talking to Aisha. At least when he was talking to Angie, he was giving her his undivided attention. Like, it's almost as Angie commands it. I saw that. I did see it. So, this group dating thing, like I said, it was strange to me. Kimber invited Brent, Terrell, Angie, Jimmy, and Alexis. This is so not what I was expecting. They on an equal playing field, but Jimmy Jimmy seems to be the only one that she is interested in. So I was questioning her choices of men. I would have thought that I would have invited all my potentials. All the three men would have been the three dudes that I'm interested in. But Jimmy was, I guess she just wanted to get some one-on-one time with Jimmy in this group setting, whatever. Anyway, Terrell, like I said, is such a fucking cornball as well. Him and Michael, both cornballs. All the way down to his hats. Like, why, sir? Why? After John left, Terrell was for sure on the bottom of my list, and he is holding that position real strong right there. I frown every time he come on scene. Every single, I don't react like that when Carrie come on screen, and I don't like Carrie at all. I don't feel Carrie for anybody on this show, not one single person. But I don't get that reaction when I see Terrell. When Terrell come on, I'm like, every single time. But Angie feeling like she could connect with him. She thought that he was being open and honest. He was telling a story about a girl that he was dating. They had been together for 2 years. He decided to propose to her. He knew she was going to be at church. He went to her church. She wasn't there. Everybody was almost gone. Okay. So her friends and family that were still around, they started calling her up like, hey girl, you need to come up to church. You need to come back to church. She didn't come. She didn't call. He never seen her again after that. And Angie is like, wow, it's a man that goes after what he wants. That's how she saw Terrell. I was like, Angie, girl, you should be saying, why is that, Terrell? Why you didn't hear from that girl ever again? That don't concern you. That concerns me. Now, I was surprised that Kimber invited Alexis, who showed up hella late, I was like, is she really trying to feel out who Jimmy really feeling, if it's going to be her or Alexis? So I was really shocked at that. Well, like I said, Jimmy asked why she was late. Alexis said she was handling some business, Like I said, in opening scene, she was weather beaten, like she was handling business too. I'm like, what's going on with her? And then Terrell said something like, oh, or were you just packing away the heart that Jimmy gave you? I was like, did Terrell just throw some shade? Did he just throw shade? And Alexis like, wait, what? How you know about that? Sounds like Jimmy been bragging. I was like, is he wearing red shoes, girl? Is he wearing red shoes? Discretion, he don't have any. Jimmy has no discretion. And I'm not going to even bother to address the black men don't cheat BS, because we all know that's BS. We all know, so I ain't even get into it. Anywho, Kimber was like, what's with this heart situation? Like, I thought you was feeling me and I ain't getting no gifts. What's with the hearts? He's like, well, I wanted to show her I appreciated the energy that she was giving me, but I could easily take it back. Ooh, you can take it back. Alexis is like, oh, I can easily give it back too. Okay. Now, she feeling that he wasn't being genuine any longer. And I was like, sis, what made you thought he was being genuine in the beginning? Everybody called his punk card except you. Okay, that was a game he was playing. It was a cheesy game he was playing too. So Michael and Divine, another unlikely match, they get to have a one-on-one date. I noticed that every guy who shows interest in Divine always mentions her physical attributes. She's fuckable is basically what they saying. Okay, Michael has no game at all. I know I originally said it because he was the truck driver, he was a hoe. But I can't even see Michael getting the draws. I can't see it. He must not drive like a truck. FedEx got those big boxes, too. Maybe that's what he drive. He ain't in no real truck because he ain't no real player. He ain't getting no hoes. He ain't getting no draws. You can't make me believe it. You can't make me believe it. He is as bland as Karen's potato salad. You actually have to add the raisins in there to make Michael a little more flavorful. So he is boring and dead as I don't know what. Ooh, He got to go. He got to go. For some reason, Divine must be reading off Ho, for these men. Like, I don't know if it's her flirtative nature, but all these men so far are basically telling her they want to hit it out the gate. Every last one of them. And they're not doing it with no kind of couth, no kind of subtlety. First, Michael said, I thought you was bougie. Basically saying, Divine, you out of my league, girl. That's basically what he was saying when he called her bougie. Then he says, no, you would look real good in a bikini. I'll get you in a bikini. Which means, Oh, she gave me the time of day. She like me. She want me now. No, bro, that ain't what that mean. That when Divine said, I'm done, I was too. So far right now, at this point of the show, Michael and Terrell are my bottom two. Like under my shoe bottom. That's how they are for me. Next up, Mario and Angie meet up. He said she was kind of standoffish at the mansion. And from this small clip that I watched, I didn't see that she was standoffish. It seemed like maybe she had like a bit of dry humor, but during this lunch, she seemed defensive. That was a better word. They started off talking about marriage and what she calls an institution. And she justified calling it that by saying, I'm not religious. He like, can you elaborate? You not believe in God? I'm not religious. She had the neck roll and everything. Don't ask me no more. It's pretty much what she said. I'm like, shawty, that was a valid question for real. You know what I'm saying? I don't call myself religious, but I got a spiritual connection with my higher power, who I do call God. But she's like, no, this is just eat. Mario being the religious man, as Tandy has suggested, I would have said, check please. Ain't no eating. We not gonna eat. But he said that it's not a deal breaker for him. And I thought that would have pushed her to the bottom of the deck for him. He said it's not a deal breaker. But I was like, if you're not a religious person, then why are you praying with him over the food? Why join him in praying over food? Why join hands, bow head, if you're not a religious person at all? My friends pray over their food all the time. I don't. I sit back and eat while they pray. I just do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't engage because I'm not a religious person. Make it make sense, sis. Make it make sense. I mean, he was really trying to get to know her from what we were hearing from the editing. He was really trying to get to know her. And then from that whole little scene, I was like, yeah, she's standoffish. She real defensive about something. I was like, sis, who pissed in your coffee today? Like, what you so about? I don't understand. So, Ashima, she hosted a group date. She invited Carrie, Mario, Nina, and Tandy. I was like, they short one man here. I would have evened up those numbers because somebody gonna be a fifth wheel here. Well, they go on that little ride thingy where you gotta, exercise and drink liquor at the same damn time. Ashima opened up the floor asking Mario who he feeling. He said, Tandy. Saying, who, me? Yes, I feel you too, boo. I feel you too. Nina felt like burnt toast. She did. She felt like burnt toast. I was feeling him, but I don't feel like Tandy in the competition. Nina, girl, you barely in the game. You are barely in the game. So this date was basically, to me, a date amongst friends. It was a bunch of friends hanging out. Because the only people who had a connection on this particular date was Tandy and Mario. Even though Nina was feeling Mario wasn't feeling her. Remember that. Mario wasn't feeling her. Ashima didn't invite Darren, which really shocked me since that's who she was feeling. Carrie said he feeling Reva. He is feeling Reva. And she ain't there either. I thought the dates were for you to get to know the people who you are interested in, not to talk about the people who ain't there. So Carrie let the cat out the bag, though, that Darren was feeling Ashima, but you ain't heard that from him. And Nina says Nina goes on to say, that's because y'all had lunch yesterday. Y'all know how men do it, something like that. And Tanya said, yeah, but you can't be dry snitching, no. And Nina turned all the way up. Like, I ain't dry snitching. Let's not get it twisted. She was filled with so much animosity, too. I said, she from St. Louis County, too. She from St. Louis County as well. She ain't from the city either. Tandy had to stop breathing. She was like, she had to stop breathing to make sure that she heard this chick. No, she heard her correctly. All that was definitely hating towards Tandy because Mario was feeling Tandy. It was so out of pocket, so unnecessary. I was like, your insecurities really showing, Ma. They really showing. And if Tandy is anything like y'all, my viewers, say that she is, she did real good. She did real good not snatching Nina wig off. Head dogs holler, woof, 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 arf, arf, arf. Nina like, bitch, don't get it twisted. I'm from St. Louis. We don't play that shit. You don't call a black person a snitch and don't expect no repercussions. straight up off the west side of the city, right? And I can tell off the rip, you ain't about that life, cuz. We the #1 murder capital for a reason. That is true. St. Louis is listed as the #1 murder capital. But real hitters ain't up there bragging about that shit. They talk about them. Fuck the city. I laughed so hard over her turn up over nothing. I was like, what the fuck is she mad about? She literally said, yeah, you just can't be dry snitching though. Like she didn't mean no fucking harm. I'm from St. Louis. Shut the fuck up. Mario is like, oh, what just happened? He said, we ain't finna play like that. Ain't nobody finna get killed around here. Tandy was doing exactly like I'm doing right now. Laughing her ass off. Oh, cause Nina a real joke right now. Ooh. And any favors that she had with Mario, they gone, baby. Tandy handled that shit like a champ. Trust me, Nina. There was no fear in Tandy. There was no fear in her. You were comical to her. And she laughed to keep from beating your ass. Mario helped calm Tandy down too, though. She didn't look like she was about to pop off, but trust me, it was coming. Like one more bitch out of Nina's mouth, and it'd have been over. Anyway, Mario and Tandy, they solidified a date and even exchanged a little peck. That's the first kiss that I remember seeing on the show. Ooh, 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 ooh. I wasn't ready. I really am not. It's still throwing me off that Tandy and Mario are connecting in this way. I was like, damn, okay. So as of right now, Michael and Terrell are on my bottom two for the men. Michael was hitting the door for me. And my two St. Louis sisters from St. Louis County, Angie and Nina, y'all two on the bottom two for me. I think Angie is putting off more people, but Nina, girl, I can't. It would be Nina for my choice, but I think Angie is really putting people off. Okay, so it's time for the mixer. The last chance for everybody to make a good impression. Who knows, after this mixer, my votes may change. So Ashima and Darren, they finally get a little one-on-one time. And Nina walks by. Darren says, I was going to invite you to the conversation. Ashima like, no, you wouldn't. I need you to focus on me. I need you to all your attention here. Darren's like, whatever you say, baby. Whatever you say it again. Say it again. They really got a genuine connection with each other, which I didn't expect them together either. But yeah, okay. Well, I honestly didn't see Ashima with anybody, truthfully, because Darren was the only person feeling her. Everybody else sees her as a homie. That's the only thing I was seeing with Ashima. And if y'all both get voted off, date outside of the show. That's all I'm saying. So anyway, again, Nina separated herself from the group. Once again, she's still bent out of shape from the antics she put on earlier. And she don't feel like smiling up at nobody's faces or, like the other women doing. Girl, you're on a damn dating show. How many chances they gonna give her? You on a dating show. Sitting by yourself ain't how this shit works. My vote is still for Nina, but I still got a feeling it's gonna be Angie. So Chica, he gotta go place Captain Save a hold of Nina again. This is the second time he got to go over there and coddle her feelings, trying to make her feel like she part of the group. Carrie was going to do it, but no, Chica going to step up because this is what he do. So he feel like we grown ass people. Y'all don't need to have no beef. You and Tiny ain't even spoke all night. Y'all ain't even speaking. So fucking what? Like I said, they not here to make friends. The only ones I cared about making friends was Tanya and Divine. That's it. But the women ain't here to make friends with each other. But Chica said, hey, I'm going to bring y'all ladies together and we going to talk this out. I was like, wrong move. Wrong move, Chica. Mind your business. Mind your business. Ashima, she follows too. She didn't need to be there either. But she chimes in the conversation. It's like, okay, you didn't mean the girl. You didn't mean the girl. And I'm like, Tandy, why y'all speaking for her? And she feel like she got something that she need to say to me. Let her say it for herself. Nina say she was hurt by Tandy's comment. Girl, go find a fucking ladder and climb the hell up out your feelings. That's how I'm feeling right now. But Tandy was going to try to apologize and reason with her. I guess she wanted her to get a little understanding. London come through like, hey, y'all need to kiss and make up. And he peeking all up from underneath Tanya ponytail so he could see the lip lock happen. You know what I'm saying? They here trying to have a serious ass conversation, and London ass is joking around. I found it annoyingly funny, truth be told. Annoying for the people who are involved in the conversation, but as an onlooker, funny as fuck. That was funny as fuck. Ashima, like, you know, these women should be able to handle this without the men's involvement. Then Chica got in his motherfucking feelings. Like, you didn't even initiate this. What you talking about? You weren't having them talk before I came through. Ashima was like, well, as women, we could talk and we could hug it out and be done with it. We don't need to get the men involved, which I agree. And that's basically what Tandy had just said as well. But he telling Ashima she tripping right now. And she need to fall back. She need to go over there and go back with her dude before he check the shit out of her. I check your ass anytime, any place. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Nigga, what? What? Okay, the fuck is you on, Chica? The fuck is you on? Ashima shut down. She's like, I'm not gonna go back and forth with no dude. You know what I'm saying? What I say about Chica last week? What I say about Chica? I'm telling y'all, if he had removed them damn sunglasses, all I'm gonna say is Ashima duck. Duck girl, if he had took them sunglasses off. Anyway, now Nina, crying again. What are you crying for now? Oh my God. You was so St. Louis a minute ago, and now you up here boo-hooing for nothing again. It's not the type of person that I was. I just saw the ugly in myself, and I don't like it. I felt embarrassed. Shut the fuck up. Oh my God, stop faking the fuck, girl. You ain't hard. You ain't hard, and you need too much fucking Colin to be on this damn show. Anyway, Angie. She said she changed her mind about Terrell. She was feeling him a little bit, but since he got eyes on Alexis, now Angie ain't got time for that. I like who? Like me. I'm saying. So Tommy finally come through with the questions. Questions of fellas about their choices. London's still feeling divine. And even though I see him all about the physical with her too, she actually likes him. That makes a difference. When the two different dudes will come up to you and approach you and say the exact same shit, but it's the one you feeling that you're gonna be like, that's cute. The one you ain't feeling, you be like, nigga, get the fuck out of here with that shit. That's just honesty, you know what I'm saying? Aisha, she's still on her Hennessy. Jimmy's still down with Kimber and Alexis. Mario on Tandy. Carrie say Reva his number one and his number two. Darren still got eyes for Ashima. And as far as who they not feeling, of course, Ashima, Chica says. Angie says Divine. Angie and Divine both says that Mike, but overall, I think Terrell got the most no's. So I'm gonna stick with my original predictions. Angie, Nina, and then although Ashima's name was brought up again, and Terrell and Michael. So here we go. Mario, Darren, and Brent were the top three for the night. Now that's twice that Mario done made it to the top. He may make it all the way to the end, which shocks me still. London. I think London only fell down a notch because he was spending all his time with Divine and Alexis. He's not really focused on any of the other women. The bottom two, Terrell and Michael out of here, okay? Now, as far as the ladies, Aisha, Divine, and Kimber made the top three. I think Alexis fell to the bottom a little bit too for the same reason. She was focused on a certain couple people for the most part. The bottom two, Nina and Angie. And who goes? Angie. Okay. Which I knew it. So Michael's out of there. Angie's out of there. And I was like, God dog it, we got a whole nother fucking week to see Nina talking about herself in third person and breaking down crying when shit ain't going her fucking way. We gotta get rid of her, please. I should be on Team St. Louis because I'm from St. Louis. No, I can't be fake about that shit. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for your patience. Leave your comments down in the comment section. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please feel free to do so. And next week, I will be on time. It'll pop up Sunday morning. Peace.